y'all. Can y'all imagine you're a child walking in on your parents shot to death in y'all house? Like, I feel like that is really heartbreaking and traumatizing for a child. What's good? It's your girl T, aka the Pariah Person, all the other AKAs. What's up, Pariah babes? Okay, y'all. Today we're back with another urban storytelling. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and it's nice to see y'all again. Last story time was about a young lady who was hitchhiking. So if y'all haven't seen that video, go check it out. And we got a new story for y'all today. This one is fairly new, like newer age, I guess you could say. Yeah, this story is fairly new that I'm finna tell y'all. And guys, remember, you guys are also welcome to send me y'all stories, so we gonna share. Remember, all these stories, the names are changed, guys, so don't be guessing, don't be messy. The names are changed, so don't guess it's Shanti from down the street, Amia from up the road. Don't be guessing like that, because that's very rude. And it's a name change for a reason. Okay. So guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, what's up, y'all? Okay, so y'all know when I got my friend, the story is about to begin. Alright, y'all, so boom. Again, as I say, names are changed, places may be even changed. Yeah, okay, so today's story, it starts in Carrollton. I never heard of that place. Carrollton, Georgia. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Carrollton, Georgia. I've never heard of Carrollton, Georgia, so bear with me. It got everybody in the area shook. So we're gonna start with a sweet looking girl, little teenager. She was 16 years old at the time, and we're gonna call her Simone. So yeah, she got accused of doing the unthinkable, murdering her own mama and stepdaddy while they laid up in the bed. So shorty Simone, apparently she's being accused. I think this story is still going on. Like, I think this is an ongoing thing right now. So she's being accused right now of murdering her mama and stepdaddy while they're laid up in the bed. This ain't a case of a slow burn mystery, you know. This been going on for months, and then out of nowhere, boom, the cops dropped the bombshell, you know what I'm saying? Okay, but y'all, let's rewind. So back in February, two folks, we gonna call them James and Christian, known to be good people. They were known to be pretty good people. They were found shot to death inside their house. Okay, people were saying that their 5-year-old daughter, we gonna call her Maya, was the one who found him like that, which is very sad, y'all. Can y'all imagine you're a child walking in on your parents shot to death in y'all house? Like, I feel like that is really heartbreaking and traumatizing for a child. Okay, so apparently this is where it get crazy. So just weeks later, Simone stood up in front of a whole church full of folks and gave a speech at their funeral like she wasn't the one who did it. So y'all, the 16-year-old basically killed her parents. Yeah. said some deep stuff about how we still got control over how we treat people, and people cried, and she had everybody fooled. So this girl Simone, she's 16. Like I said, she ended up shooting her stepfather and her mother while they were cuddled up in the bed, and her 5-year-old sister found them. They had a funeral for them, and she's giving this sappy speech. She's giving world peace type speech, making everybody cry, when she the one who did it, apparently. Okay, social media was also sad for it. Simone had a TikTok page where she was posting tributes, crying, posting throwback pics with her mom and everything. Had a post saying they won't be there to see me graduate and walk down the aisle, all that. Folks was over here feeling bad for this girl, boo-hoo, crying, like, baby, be strong, I'm so sorry, yada yada yada. Whole time she the one that did it, and she on here getting TikTok views from it. Behind the scenes though, police was working real quiet. They ain't say nothing for months. So Kristen pops up, even puts up 5K tip for tips. Called the killer cold-blooded. Turns out the one he was calling a monster was sitting right there. Okay, boom. So basically, the stepdad, to break that down what I just said, the stepdad's father was sitting here putting up money to find a killer. They was putting he put out 5K to find this killer, calling the killer cold-blooded, and the whole time is, I guess you could say, his granddaughter-in-law. I guess you could call it granddaughter, whatever. Whole time the little girl standing right in front of him. So fast forward to the weeks, cops say they got enough evidence to move mountains of it. Simone, now 17, gets cuffed for 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault. They ain't dropped all the details yet, but they had what they needed. She even turned herself in. Her biological father drove her down to the station. Cops had thought the whole, scene was weird. There was no signs of forced entry. Nothing was stolen. No struggle. And they were still in bed. So that tells them that this was someone inside the house, someone they trusted, someone who could have moved through the house without making a noise, which of course would have been Simone. And that's not all. They said police says Simone is the one who called 911 and tried to play the role. But here's the kicker. It wasn't her who found the bodies. It was her little sister, Maya. A whole 5-year-old walking into the room, seeing her mom and stepdad dead, then having to go tell her big sister, who the cop says was the one who pulled the trigger. Investigators start digging into everything: TikTok, messages, phone pings, the whole digital trail. That's what I be saying, y'all. That digital footprint, that digital trail be messing y'all up. Like, that's what be messing y'all up. Like, why would y'all sit here and y'all can say it, but Alexa and all that too, like, y'all trying to get away with something? Be smart. I'm not saying go do anything, but I'm just saying, yeah. They was looking whether she had help, whether it was planned, if anyone had gassed her up to do it, because the way she moved after, that was bold. Like, she ain't got a care in the world. She even posted from the beach. Girl. They also looking at the gun, whether it came from the house or she brought it in. If it was already there, who knew the code? If she brought it in, Hey. Now a crime scene investigator broke it down. Since she lived in the house, her fingerprints and DNA all over don't mean much unless they find prints on the murder weapon or her prints in the blood. It's hard, but that's why this took months. They had to be sure. And the facts they waited this long, that means they were taking their time to get it right. No rush job. They didn't want to fumble this. The sad part is Simone had her whole life ahead of her, but now, if convicted, she's facing life in prison, never to see the streets again. We don't know why. Could have been abuse, could have been anger, could have been jealousy, could have been nothing, just pain turned ugly. The people she allegedly killed, beloved, no criminal history. Folks said they were the kindest in the community, which makes it even harder. As for the little sister, she's with family now, trying to heal, and basically growing up with this nightmare of finding her mom and her stepdad. Simone's trial is still ongoing until the full truth comes out. That is all. So guys, I know this story is short, and that's why I was saying like the story is fairly new. So all of the pieces haven't been put together. Everything isn't fully, developed yet. So it's kind of hard to, yeah. But so basically from the story, Simone seemed like a sweet young lady. She again, she hasn't been convicted yet, innocent until proven guilty. So yeah, she, like I said, she seemed like a sweet young girl. Her parents seemed like they could do no wrong. No one really has answers to why she did it. But y'all can definitely, put down in the comments why y'all think she did it. Yeah, it's not much to the story since the trial is ongoing, but basically, to sum it all up, a little girl pumed her peoples while they were in the bed, and her 5-year-old sister, younger sister Maya, had to find them there. To sum it up, guys, I will definitely keep y'all updated on this story, but until then, this concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. All right, babes.